Hey everybody, it's Stalker13R, and this weekend they had the Fight for Your Academy event at World of Tanks, and whether you knew that was going on or not, who knows. So I got a couple of games that I banged out in the Tiger 131 here today as a reminder that, World of Tanks is giving out some prizes here that are worth real money, and, although it doesn't cost them much to put that out there, it's money that they didn't get for folks that might get some premium time or whatnot. So, to keep the lights on and keep the game going, somebody has to reach into their pocket and get something. So, premium time's a great way to do it, especially if you're making a grind, getting that experience bonus, for a day where you're going to get a lot of games in and you're going to unlock that next tank or upgrade your vehicle. It's like $1.50 for a day at a time. So, if you're thinking about supporting anything, again, I don't have commercials or a Patreon. Don't support the channel, support the game. So here we go. Looks like the Kendo Academy. Boo. They won overall, and 1.949 completions was their average. So they got 14 days of premium account time, 3 crew customization vouchers, and the Fight for Your Academy medal in your stats page. And if you're wondering how to get into that, the 3 lines button in the center of your Xbox controller, if you press that once while you're in your garage, it'll take you to a deal and you can go down to My Stats and get in there and see how you stand overall if that's the kind of thing that interests you. Second place was the Judo Academy, and they got 1.929. And they got 7 days of premium account time and 2 crew customization vouchers. So, getting that whole week of premium time, that's probably about $10. I don't know what it is. I usually only buy 1 or 2 days myself. So, and I was assigned to the Judo Academy, and Judon't know me because we came in 3rd place. But I still got 7 days of premium account time and 2 crew customizations. Now, the crew customizations are, you can change the look of your crew, your ethnicity or your gender or, how they sound when they talk over the mic. And I've customized a couple of my crews because, why not? You get some vouchers for things like that. So if you really want some ladies on board or you're looking to, diversify the garage, then, go ahead and get in there and get that. And again, I don't work for Wargaming, so that's not like a push, I don't. The only thing I care about is keeping the game running and keeping it alive. And so even, at that $1.50 level, you can get in there and support the game in some small way. So here we are in my I supported the game Tiger 131, having a good time in a couple of games today. And we decided to push the bridge today, and it was a good thing because nobody else came with me. But look at these juicy side shots that I get. What's the deal with the meta nowadays? Everybody, there used to be a reasonable contingent that would come over here and get involved in this bridge in the center line of the map, and, oftentimes I find that I can sneak right through nowadays and be deep into enemy territory, so I'm going to have to hustle back to the cap here and, see what I can get going on, because I think that other flank fell, and I think everybody's pushing cap instead of going back to base. Like, it might have been an okay idea for me to do, but we'll see if we can put a win on the board anyway, even though the right tactical decision would have been to turn around and get back on that bridge, because all these TDs and this light that are coming up here, if they took the time to climb that hill, they're not going to turn around and go back and try to get up that other hill going back to our base. And you can see they're on our cap. People are, pinging the map, hey, get on the cap, we've got to win that race. And, we've got a couple of tanks moving up. So I'm going to take the gamble that there's going to be enough of our guys to out-time that clock, because somebody's got to protect against their smart player right here. Because if we let that guy get anything off our cap, we're definitely done. So we'll just move forward a little better, and I want to get a tracking shot on this guy so he can't get around that. There we go, somebody got it. So, we're just going to finish this guy off, and we will put this one on the board for a win. And we're going to go ahead and time this out. So that was really close. I wanted to show this, you know. It's an average game with Tiger131, you know. 4 kills, and we got 11 penetrations there. So, you know, that's pretty average. And but I wanted to show this one because, you know, it's that when do you fall back, when do you jump on the cap is so critical for whether or not you're going to win that game. People often just completely discount in their mind that someone will actually cap a base. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is a game of capture the flag. So always keep it in mind. Your tactical situation has to be more than just I'm on this flank and I push and who cares what's happening on the rest of the map. You've really got to think in a larger strategic sense to put more wins on the board. So today we're going to look at a second game. It's a 2 for today, and we're going to be on Baja here, and we're going to be in Tiger131. You know, I always say, you know, oh, well, this is an average game, that's an average game. Well, I've got 2 today, so you can see that they're indeed average games. And if you were thinking about putting Tiger131 in the garage, that'd be my #1 recommendation for all the premium vehicles, and I don't have them all. I think I got that 4 German bundle, and I'm doing a series on that coming up, so I'm going to have the Tiger131, the Kraft Panther, the Can-J Panzer, so you'll get to see me TD around. Actually, I think I posted that one last week, so that one's already up, and we'll count these 2 as my Tiger131 video. So in the next week, we'll have a Kraft Panther and the Awful Panther. And I've had that tank on the channel before, and I didn't think I was going to like it at all, but I really love it. So it's a lot of fun. And if you're torn between the Awful Panther and Kraft's Panther, I would definitely get that Awful Panther. So watch those videos to learn why. So here we are, and we're going to move out on this map. Doesn't look like a lot of people are going to that 1-2 column. So, if we're going to be over here and win our flank, we're going to have to get it done pretty quick, and we'll see how this game goes. So we've got quite a few people moving up. Now, on this map, after they redesigned it, you've really got to watch this gap right here, because your 3 o'clock is very exposed, and that's one of the primary positions that people end up going. So you can see I've been detected here. And even though we've got to keep our momentum, we just can't run out like Muppets. We've got to wait until this situation over on our right flank is addressed. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my commentary today, but I'm not going to re-record, so we'll just have to accept it. Alright, so now that situation over on my right, looks like I've got enough time to zip forward here. And I'm going to get on it, because at the end of the day, we do need to go. Here's my teammate calling for help. I give him the I'm on my way. You know, go ahead, don't be afraid to reach up and grab that, left bumper, you know, and give somebody a radio message. Now this guy's saying, hey, let's get up there and attack. And we'll come up here and we'll see what we can do to make that happen. So the top of this area is clear, and that's the right time to push. I'm going to swing wide here and see what I can't do about giving somebody one down below. So we'll get a little bit of cleanup damage. We'll try to keep our friends out of the way. You know, try not to block people's shot when they're trying to be aware of where they're at. See how that guy, he didn't circle in on the inside so that we'd both still be able to shoot at this guy. And although I couldn't quite get as much damage to save him, we ended up getting it done, and we're making that push. So the game's 5-4, and I know that far right flank is gonna fall. So I'm gonna be with these folks here, and we're gonna try to get this one done as quick as we can. And I think we'll go up into sniper mode for the last of the game so that we can see what's really going on in the gun sight. So I'm just checking that mini-map. Once you win an engagement, check that mini-map, and then decide where to move out to. You just because your original plan was to end up at the enemy cap, doesn't mean that you're not going to have to change your mind and go back to base somewhere in the middle. So always be periodically checking how that situation is developing and see if you don't need to adjust your plan accordingly. So we're just going to roll around the map, and as you can see, this vehicle has some pretty good speed. So it lets us get around the map, moving from one flank to the other, because we're almost all the way over on the right now. And we're going to give him one right in the side because he's got that fabulous armor. And we're going to clean it up here and see if we can't put that road wheel, because that's what you're supposed to do in higher tiers. Actually play smart. And that second one, we just went a little wide. We hit him in the tracks, but we still got tracking assist damage for that other round that hit him. And we prevented him from getting away. So it's still the right play to make. So here we are. We're just cleaning up at the end of the game. There's the 4th kill. That's what I got last game. Here's a T-32. That's a tier 8. He's a big motor scooter. Working as a team, I got 3 tracking assist damage on that while I was reloading. So getting those track shots, keeping them in place, that really allows everybody else to get that lower plate shot, or to get one into his tracks, or to get one into the side of the turret. It lets them get that time to aim because that target's stationary. So fixing them in position is always a good idea. And here we go for today. It's our second average game. Hope you guys got in on that Fight for Your Academy deal. And, realize that, Wargaming giving away a week of premium time, I sure appreciated it. I'm going to try to get a couple of days in myself. I usually don't buy it in big blocks like that. I usually only get the day that I know I'm going to be able to play, or like 3 days if I have a weekend that I'm going to be able to break away from my other responsibilities and get a bunch of my nothing done. It piles up when I'm not here doing it, so I'm always happy to sit down with some World of Tanks and finish it off. So I'm just going to sit in the cap here, and we're going to see what they got going on up there. I think that's one of those premium heavy, I got lots of armor, and I'm going to sit here forever and a day, and we're just going to put this win on the board. Eventually they'll be able to get him out of the way, but let's not wait for that. Let's just get in the next game and get some more experience there. And that's going to wrap it up for our coverage of the Fight for Your Academy. Last year I fought for the Ninja Academy. This year I was fighting for Judo. They just randomly assign it, but I like to have these events, get in and get some prizes. And I put 7 completions on the board for the team overall. So I was definitely above the team average, so I did what I could, and gives you a little motivation. I'm grinding 6 different tank lines right now, so any motivation to get a couple of extra games in is going to help me get down a number of those roads. So we'll just pan through some of these the damage and whatnot like we do. If you're interested in looking at what those individual stats were, and yes, I want to disband my platoon. I guess you're automatically in a platoon after the last update. But here's a Tiger 131 in all its glory. It's rapidly becoming one of my favorite tanks. You can see I've unlocked a lot of other tanks, and I have them in the garage here. I've got a Tiger 2 video coming up so that we can take a look at that and see what the Tier 8's all about in this line. But, I really enjoy playing this 131. So, if you get one in the garage, I hope you enjoy it as well. I'm Stalker13R, and thanks for watching.